started. And as usual, just checking to make sure stream looks alright on my other laptop. Alright, looking good so far. Okay, and Charlie Harhar's here first. Hello. Noah's Awesome Videos. Hi. So today gonna be working on some Patreon requests. A patron last week requested some base assets for Ranger Tabes from We Bear Bears, and this month they asked for animation of her basically blowing out a forest fire. So I'm gonna see if with my usual hour or so if I can make that quick animation, basically just breathing in and breathing out. Let's see who else is joining. Alex is here. Firewolf the Wolfkin. The Elongated Man. Is that Slender Man? Crazed Core. Hello. MC Cubed. So we Giants. I guess if they spelled giant differently and it had a different meaning, that could have worked. And Haas Cobber Network. Ozcober? Cobber? I just want to let you know that I really love your work. Thank you, Haas. Alrighty. So, let me get things started. Actually, before I start getting inundated with suggestions, I noticed a lot of suggestions in the community tab. Just keep in mind on our Patreon, if you are in our $20 tier or higher, we do art rewards if there's specific characters or scenes you have in mind. We try to make art that will fit our channel, so give it a consideration. Ethan Shaw, hey, what's up? Not much. It's been a pretty typical day. Added this helicopter for scale. Alright, and I think I already separated the different parts into layers. I'm working on Star Wars on Wondershare Filmora, says Ethan. Sounds fun. Even though, like, I think I've mentioned this before, basically every single thing I use for making content is Adobe software. The one thing I think I use that is not Adobe would be Wondershare. I don't like Adobe's I think it's called Premiere Pro. That's what they use for editing video files. Wondershare's like the best from what I've used. Very intuitive. I hope you're doing some fun Star Warsy project. Alright, so I've already separated into different layers. I already have everything as a graphic. Added some motion tweens. That's why it's all yellow. So I'm going to play around with keyframes, see how long it should be to get like a good inhale exhale. Star Wars Final Cut. Oh, so you're editing out all the bad stuff. Sorry, I'm late again. Charles Buchanan, we started not 5 minutes ago, so you're all good. You got Preppy Oreo. I don't know what you're saying. Be an aloha. Never lose your nerves. If you see something you want, it's something you deserve. I don't know what that is, but that sounds wrong. I saw read aloud shoe. Oh, that's actually for something I'm working on. This is actually Patreon, our top tier Patreon reward. And I'm actually going to make it one of the Grande House episodes. This was just a little scene I had fun animating. And I will tell you that's not actually that's not read aloud, but if someone can guess, I would be pretty amazed. Ernie made it. Waffle, waffle, waffle. What else rhymes with awful? Falafel? And they're both, yeah, that could work. Code Lyoko. I saw that show, wasn't really a big fan of it. Yep, that's a little helicopter there. Megan, you're not late. We just started a while back. The Thing 1982 monster makes the xenomorphs look like puppies in comparison. Yeah, it's a little bit more scary. And I see people posting some requests, like for Word Girl, but again, if that's stuff you're interested in, I suggest joining our Patreon. Rory Assad is here, hola. And Anthony, yes, that's Ranger Tapes from We Bear Bears. I liked Ranger Tapes. She had a lot of big energy. She was very much enthused about her job. Too enthusiastic sometimes, some people might say. She was like an action ranger. And a rescue ranger. Maybe I should have her a little bit more hunched off to begin with. Let's see how that looks. Alright, that's looking pretty decent. Get her arms going up. Show that she's powering up her lungs. Alright, this needs to be in a higher layer. Let's see. Alright, that's better. Mr. Red Sloth is here. Hello, Dave. How is your day going? Can't complain. Laptop's working again. I had a rare day off. So I'm going to be watching a movie with mi amigo later. My best friend, Blondie. Hope you're having a good day too. Mickey's YouTube house. Hey, y'all. Doki Universe. The truth is that you make good animations. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I do want to, after I finish Grande House, be a little bit more focused. maybe limit myself to how many different kinds of animations I'm working on. Make a stay focused on a series maybe for a few months, since you all like when there's continuity in these animations. And as I've mentioned, I've had a few ideas I'm playing around with. But when the time is right, I'll put it up to a vote and see what y'all are more interested in. Until then, if there's particular characters you want to see in sizey situations, check out the Patreon. Say, what's the Loud House animated GIF beside the screen? Oh, hey Mercedes, that is a preview of something I'm working on. It might be the next Grande House thing. Going to try and finish it this month. I'm just seeing a lot of suggestions right now, but as I've mentioned, not really the place for it. Post our Patreon again for people who came a little late. It's the best place to go if you're interested in particular characters you want to see on the channel, particular sizey situations. Like Ranger Tabes, even though I do like this character, is not someone I typically would have thought of for an animation. So yeah, if you have ideas or characters, best way to get those suggestions out is on our Patreon. It's Rick's. And yep, that's the channel. That's what we do. Carnival Kid. Not sure who that is. Fix this shoulder real quick. All right. And so I got a basic motion going here. And I think that'll work. Right now, just doing some basic motions, some basic tweening. I want to make sure the speed is. Oh, maybe that was a little too fast. But the speed works. And making sure all the pieces are behaving, because sometimes they drift. Alright. Arms down. So that's going to be inhale and then exhale. All right, that works. Maybe lower her head a little bit. Let me see. Where in the world is Giant Carmen Sandiego? I think I do that as like a joke. Like, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? And if she was giant, it'd be like she's she's in Antarctica or whatever. You could see her from space. Still have to get into that show. Y'all bring it up a lot, and I keep forgetting to check it out. Hawes asks, are the events of Stella Shrinks and the Grande House happening at the same time? I like to think that they're different events. If I was coordinating with the patron writing Stella Shrinks, we definitely could have them cross over. But for now, I'm gonna have to say, unfortunately, it's two different things. It would have been fun though if they crossed over. In the Grande House, in the Grande House. Doesn't really roll off the tongue. Has Jackie ever forged anything using a neutron star? She's not big enough to do that stuff yet. I'll probably do a poll to see what she should do when she reaches her next milestone size, which would be solar system, I believe. I think I'm going to include lighting a fart with the sun, just because that's something I don't think I've seen before. And I'll see if we come up with any other ideas. Make it chest inflation. It says Imaginami. I could at least puff out her chest a little bit to add some movement, which is what I'm actually going to work on right now. Make the arms bend a little bit more. Gonna have her mouth open. Move her hair a bit. And let's see how that works. What the heck? Ah, that's what I did wrong. It's odd, read aloud's red heels remind me of FNF's GF shoes. Oh, Friday Night Funkin', yeah. But that isn't Rita. I won't say whose shoes that is, but I'll leave it for when we actually finish this project. I call it Grande Chase. Stella shrinks. What does Taylor want with Stella now that she's small? Probably to get revenge. Revenge is a dish best served in small portions. I should use that for something. I just remember revenge being a big motivator for most of the villains on El Tigre. Everyone wanted to get revenge on the Riviera family. They upset a lot of people. Revenge is mine. I don't remember how Hook said it. Sorry. We have Ishmael. Hi, I'm from Malaysia. Malaysian. My name is Amar. I'm at the use of Mom's phone. Alright. Good to know. Did you do Giant Irma for growing in the Channel 6 news building? Does sound fun. But again, these suggestions are better suited for my Patreon. Type of revenge does Taylor want with Stella? I'm gonna say the kind that involves hitting. Or maybe like a super wedgie. She wants to do mean things, I imagine. You do anime characters? Not really. Uh, if I get a really good idea, I might try, but usually a lot of work. And I'm so lazy. A friend of mine actually did commission something involving Pan from Dragon Ball. So that might be something. Maybe when I get back in the mood to do like giant versus giant thing. I might do like giant characters from anime. I've mentioned this before. But currently not really thinking about anime characters. Superior Cyber Godzilla's here. Hello. I'm seeing the catchphrase one of Homer's phrases. Why you little? There could be something there. Alright, let's see how this is starting to shape up. Alright, we could do some motion stuff with the hat. And she's sort of tilting her head back. I might have missed that comment, Trey. Angel Plus is asking, what's the woman running thing in the Vanzilla Loud House? Oh, kind of a preview of something we're working on. Not Vanzilla. That's actually the exotic pet van that Luna's girlfriend Sam drives around. Yeah, just a little preview of something we're working on. It's actually something I'm working on for a Patreon patron. They pay me the money, and I make the animation. I like a mama used to make. Agnes from Despicable Me. I don't think anyone ever asked for Agnes on our Patreon. Firewolf, I think I like her better than Ranger Smith. Well, yeah. Ranger Smith was kind of a buzzkill. I mean, I guess Ranger Tabes stopped the bears sometimes, but... she also did some stuff with them. They were chums. Should add some hair over here. Be an elf. Yeah. That was a fun song. And let's see how that's looking. Finally caught up on Fairly Odd Parents today. I'm a little upset that everyone on Twitter and YouTube seems to have a passion for spoiling when there's characters from the original series making a comeback. But it's still nice, regardless of being spoiled. I'm just glad more people are interested in the series now. But I liked it before it was cool. Mug beer dies in the Oh, still my favorite episode. Still my favorite character. And I just love the way he says it. Mugbeard dies in the end. Oh my god. Yeah, that's who I imagine every time I see a spoiler. I was spoiled on oh my gosh, like 3 different characters. But I did avoid spoilers for one character. So I'm happy. Do people not do spoiler alerts anymore? Let's see. Yanimation is here. Chesticles. I don't know what that means. Oh, it's BNSF's birthday. Happy birthday. It's been said that Dexter's Lab is the greatest cartoon ever made by the hand of man. I mean, it's a decent show. I loved it as a kid. I don't know if I can say it's like the best ever in all of human history. It was pretty dang good. Is this Gravity Falls? No, it's We Bare Bears. Female characters from South Park. I'm afraid of touching South Park. I think I've mentioned this before too. Like with a simple cartoon show, I think I can do pretty well with imitating the writing or the style. It's a little bit harder with South Park because they're like super clever, and I am not. Like, we've also discussed this. I think the only possible thing I could ever think of doing is like a montage of Kenny dying, and then one of them just happens to be like death by a giant. But just not something that I'm interested in doing. And again, the style, I think it's very hard to recreate. Especially since, you know, the original way they did it was with, what's that paper called? Cardboard paper? So it has an arts and craftsy style that I don't think I can do. If someone made that request on Patreon, maybe I'd attempt it. Maybe. Hey, speaking of our Patreon, there's the link. Send us money, we'll send you some stuff. Construction paper, thank you. It's been so long since I've touched this stuff. That stuff was like catnip back in the day. When the teacher brought out the construction paper, all those beautiful colors. That sound it makes when you cut it with scissors. Good times. I remember actually making a board game with construction paper and cardboard. That was fun. Lots of little makeshift cards and like little traps. Peppa Pig turned into bacon strips. R.I.P. Peppa. I guess that's how they end the season. Did I get this backwards? No, it should be fine like that. Moro live. Hello. When will there be a video for the channel? These take time. As I've been hoping my live streams would show, when a simple animation takes time and patience. But we'll try to have something on the 8th. Maybe a short. Don't worry, we're cooking us something up. Will there be more Brawl Stars content? No plans at the moment. The Brawl Stars stuff, that was actually a Patreon patron that commissioned that. Haven't heard from them in a while. Which is something that happens from time to time. That's why we have a few videos that sort of leave on a to be continued kind of ending. Animation, you'll have to ask the show's creator about that. Look up Ranger Tabes, We Bear Bears. You'll find your answers there. I'm sorry, Yenford. I'm seeing more suggestions, but all I can really respond with is our Patreon. It's the place to go if you want to see one of your favorite characters animated, you know. $20 tier and higher has animation and art rewards. The unexamined life, says Trey. You're getting a little philosophical on me now. I don't remember taking any philosophy classes when I was in school. I did see a lot of jokes about philosophy majors, though. Good times. All right, getting pretty close to finishing the motion here. Basically just gonna have her close her eyes. And change the shape of her lips. Let's see, how are we gonna do this? The right color. There we go. My friend did take a philosophy class. It's nice. Makes your friend a philosopher, possibly. Did you know there's a fanfic called Post Passion Patties? Don't read a lot of fanfics. I'll wait and see if they make a movie about it. Or a comic. Let me try speaking in an Australian accent. Oi, mate. I think that might be a good shape. Let me see how that looks. The heck happened to... Oh, I erased it. Alright, let me fix that. There we go. What do I do here? Paste this here. Copy and paste the frames here. Now I can delete. Alright. Plush is sad. Trey, I've decided to become an education missionary. Alright, that's a pretty good goal. Especially during these trying times when misinformation is key. King. Lots of misinformation going around. A lot of people talking about the Earth being flat. We need an animation of Generator Rex. I don't think anyone really remembers that show. I remember when he did a crossover with Ben 10. Him and Secret Saturdays. I don't even remember what Generator Rex's powers were. He can make machine stuff come out of his arms? Oh my gosh, and I don't even remember what Secret Saturday's powers were. I think they were like scientists and able to do actiony stuff. I think the kid could control monsters or influence them. It's been a while. Yeah, too many ideas out there. Definitely need to limit myself next year. We just focus on one series or one group of characters, and then leave all the other giant stuff to my Patreon patrons. Probably lower her eyebrows too. Giganta. I think the patron that requested Giganta didn't subscribe again for this month, or they asked for something else. I'll check and see what we got for Patreon requests. But yeah, if you join our Patreon, one of our higher tiers, we can draw and animate the characters you like. All these suggestions are actually inspiring me to make a new emote for the little animated thing we usually have on the corner there. It's a reference from the Angry Beavers series on Nickelodeon. I think it was someone named something called Conspiracy Kevin or Kyle. It's been a while. See, Family of Three is here. Lucky Tunes. Hope David and Danny make a comeback. I am working on something where a patron requested some David and Danny stuff. And sorry if I missed one of your comments. I noticed most people are either making suggestions or role playing. So I might have missed some stuff. Let's see how this is looking. All right, we're getting close to the hour, and actually noticing I'm pretty close to finished. I was going to add a little bit of animation to the torso. But I am deathly afraid of some of the comments that might pop up. But I will try. Three cheers to York and Sacagawea. Alright, some inappropriate stuff right there. Gonna have to get rid of that. And a fire for the forest. Oh yeah, it's a forest fire. Imagine with her giant breath, she might also destroy the forest. And bringing her closer to the fire. And I'll add some animation to the fire later. And now just going to be a static image. All right. I guess it's just the torso now. Let's see. Drogar from Norse mythology. I've only seen them as characters on Dungeons and Dragons. Or in Fantasy Realms books, I believe. Gonna try and puff out her chest a little bit. Like Popeye. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, yesterday when I was thinking up some animations to look at for working on this, I was trying to look up like Popeye. 'Cause I remember in a few cartoons he like would take a deep breath and his chest would puff out a little bit. I thought that would work good for this particular character. And for this particular kind of scenario. Need a lot of lung power to put out a forest fire, I'd imagine. Alright, and let's move these lines a bit. Move the buttons up. Move this line up. Need to put these lines in a separate layer here. Hey, Lewis is here. Splatoon Remix is delightful. Props to your music source. Thank you. We try to get some good non-AI generated original music for the channel. And our musicians appreciate their audience. All right, that's looking really good. The NSF, are you secretly the Lorax? I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. Oppenheimer Media, nice, very nice on working Ranger Danger, Ranger Tabes actually. Ranger Danger does sound like a cool name, though I think that's something people would warn you about. There's Stranger Danger, and then there's Ranger Danger. I love Ranger Tabes. She's pretty cool. All right, let's see how this looks. Just 4 seconds. Took us about an hour. Oh, is it not showing up? There it is. All right, pretty good. Might edit a few things, but it's getting there. Pretty good progress for today. Maybe I'll have the helicopters circle around and accidentally get blown away too. That could be fun. Yeah, let me try and do that really quick before I end the day. And I'll try to look up any comments that I missed because I was so focused on my work. Let me see how that looks. Oops. All right, let's see. Yes, the mystery woman trying to step on the van is trying to step on the van. She's aware of what she's doing. Alright, pretty good progress for today. Just going to take a peek at comments, see if I missed anything, and then I'm gonna call it. Have you ever watched the movie version of the Lorax? Yeah, it was okay. Ending could have been better. Some of the jokes were kind of hit and miss. Just imagine it, folks. Giant Carmen Sandiego. I guess it'll make it easier for her to steal stuff, but it would also be easier for people to know where she is. They wouldn't even have to look in a map. No trees will be harmed if the Lorax is armed. Well, then he'd be one of those environmental terrorist types. Supposed to be an evil giantess? I'd classify Ranger Tabes as chaotic lawful. She's trying to do the right thing, but in the course of her actions, she only causes more damage. You did it. Thanks, family of three, I did. Sumo Carmen Sandiego? I guess if she was trying to blend in for a heist in Japan. Great work. Thank you, Rory. Crazy Core looks great. Alright. The mystery. Oh, her. Yes, she is evil. Alright, thanks everyone for dropping in. Thanks for your comments and questions. And again, let me direct you to our Patreon if you are interested in getting some characters made and animated and have some money. Hee talk to y'all later. Probably not gonna stream again until Monday, but we'll see how things work out. Have a nice day. Peace.